Welcome back. We know there's so much going on this weekend, but if you love lavender, you're not going to want to miss out on a festival that's happening in our area. In fact, we have Mark Newton from the Dallas Lavender Lane Farm joining us to share more about that. How are you?
Oh, good, thank you.
I'm glad you're here.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, and for those not familiar, tell us about the Dallas Lavender Lane Farm.
Well, Dallas Lavender Lane Farm, we're a 40-acre farm. We grow lavender, basically 3 types. We use the mun seed right here, which grows really good with clay. We mix the soil up with bone marrow and cow manure. And then we also have the sensational, which grows as well. I mean, it grows great in the clay area as well. And then the phenomenal. Those are the 3 that we use to grow around this area in Dallas.
Okay, and I want to get into how they're different, because for those not familiar with lavender, I think it's all new. But first, tell me how you got into growing lavender in the first place.
Actually, we went to a lavender farm up towards Raleigh, and it was like 10 o'clock on a Sunday morning. It was full. I mean, maybe 300-400 cars, and then everybody was just so happy. There's just such a nice atmosphere. I thought, and beautiful plants. And I thought, wow, I could do this.
And then that was 5 years ago.
That was 5 years ago, yes.
And so why do the festival then?
Well, the festival, for one, I mean, it brings a lot of people out. People love the lavender. We have lavender products as well, lavender store. We have multiple vendors, and you use lavender for culinary, multiple medicinal purposes. I mean, it's a lot you can do with lavender.
And a way to teach people about it. So tell me, the different types, how do you distinguish? Because I would just think, oh, it's all lavender, right? What do they do? They serve different purposes.
They do. I mean, like the sensational and phenomenal have more of a perfume, or more of a perfume smell on it. It's a stronger smell. The mun seed actually has a little thicker oil for the products itself. That's what we usually make our lavender oils out of. It's the mun seed. But they're all excellent plants.
Let's talk about the soil. If someone wanted to grow lavender themselves, what kind of soil do they need?
Well, around here there's a lot of clay. First of all, I suggest the easiest way to grow lavender is either on a slanted hill, so it has drainage, or make a hill. Put some white pebble rocks around it so it can drain. When the lavender plant's smaller, you can give it more water. As it gets bigger, it needs less water.
Okay.
So we learn it every year. I mean, it's a hit and miss sometimes, but I think we're about to figure it out.
So what about the heat? Because we are about to hit 90s every day. How does lavender do in the heat?
Well, it's if you have a water system, then it's not that bad at all. I mean, they do require water, and it is hot, very hot. So usually once a day we'll go out there and then just turn the water system on
And how long does it take to get these pretty blooms here?
Well, this is actually from last year's pick.
Oh wow!
Yes.
Okay, so that we obviously have dried that, but it is beautiful.
Thank you.
But how long? Like for instance, you say not to just plant seeds; that it's better to start with an actual plant. Why is that?
Well, the reason being is seeds are so hard to start with. I mean, you have to germinate seeds, and then you have to. There's multiple things, and the success of starting from seeds is very, very little. Plugs or something bigger like the quartz is the best way to go. This right here is already blooming.
Okay.
It's ready to put in the ground now, but when you take these out, most people don't know this, but when you take these plants out, these are the roots on it. So you want to sort of push them out a little bit.
Yep.
So the roots can get into the ground.
Oh, and I can smell it, even you just taking it out. It smells so good. Oh, I just love lavender. So get the roots out, get it planted in some good soil.
It's good soil.
But then you say space them apart a little bit as well.
Yes, I've got one plant that's 6 foot wide. So I mean, we basically try to place about 4 feet apart.
Okay.
But there are some that grow, a lot bigger. So say between 4 to 6 feet apart.
All right. So give them good water.
Yes, ma'am.
Good soil,
Absolutely.
A lot of love, and a lot of space.
Exactly.
All right, let's put the information for the event. You can obviously learn more yourself in person by going this weekend. It's the 15th and the 16th, right?
Yes, ma'am.
10 to 5 p.m. You see the information there on your screen. $5 to park the vehicle. Does the festival itself cost anything?
No, it's free admission, and the $5 for parking, we actually give you a ticket where you can use it inside to buy plants. You use it for a $5 to buy the plants, or you can use it for the water slides, the bouncy houses, the petting zoo. I mean, there's multiple things you can use that ticket for.
How fun is that? Well, I thank you so much, Mark, for joining us and for educating us. I learned so much about lavender, and hopefully you did too.